Welcome to the Drum Social Podcast with Alex Morse and Ben Bell.
Welcome to the Drum Social Podcast. This is a very special episode for me. Not only are we at the home of football, the Emirates Stadium.
In your opinion.
Yeah, true. But we're joined by Birmingham royalty, Mr. Karl Brazil. How's it going?
How you doing, lads? Thanks for having me, and thanks for waiting around, because I know it's been quite a long day here. I'm still dripping from sound checking. It's pretty hot out there. And my first time at the Emirates, I have to say.
Oh, you enjoying it? Do you like it?
I love it. You know, playing in a football stadium is just massively exciting. Who wouldn't be excited by playing in a football stadium? It's just as big as it gets. And I think the buzz of playing outdoors and the sun shining and the whole build-up, it's like a festival. The day's long, but
yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've done a show already. We've been out there sound checking, and just Rob alone. This shows that I've been with Rob for, I think it's 16, 17 years. You can find that out. But he's on the best form I've ever seen him. He looks amazing. This show's the best one I've ever done with him. Just the opening, it's like going off the highest roller coaster, vertical. He's just the best. He is, and I'm very fortunate enough to be up there with him. And you can tell by me sweat that just the sound check doing half an hour is one hell of a ride, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's the
So
best
good.
buzz. I've got the best job in the world.
Right, well, do you mind if I quickly interrupt?
Go on.
Because usually at the start, I like to give everyone a gift. So just to your left, there's a little bag with a gift in it.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to wear it. I don't
Not
know
an
what
Arsenal
Alex,
shirt, is it?
No, don't
I don't know what Alex will do, but he is from Birmingham, so he might steal it off you as well. But I thought you couldn't be in the stadium playing
mate.
tonight without a bit of home with you.
This is really sweet. Because I was going to say, people don't want to talk about football, but may as well, because Birmingham played Arsenal in the Carling Cup. We did well, and the weird thing was, Alex McLeish is a dear friend of mine. He was manager of Birmingham at the time, and he said, hey, do you want to... He's coming tonight. He said, do you want to come the game? And I said, oh, I'd love to. So James Blunt, who I was talking with at the time, he's just not into football at all.
Again, mental.
He's tried. So anyway, we were playing Hammersmith Apollo, and I said, can I go the game? It's only across at Wembley. And James, being military and from the army, is a stickler for just keeping with the routine and time. So full respect to him, we just did the sound check as normal. Football was just not part of the plan. So I went and put a bet on down the road and watched it in the dressing room, and I put a bet on 2-1 Birmingham. I won a right few quid, and got the Carling Cup tie off Alex McLeish from that day. So that was
mental.
That's the joint. This is a Birmingham scarf. I don't know why I'm doing that. I thought it was a camera.
I think your camera's just here.
Your camera's here.
That's my camera. Birmingham scarf. That is really sweet. Now my son is 15 this weekend, and he's going to try and nab this off me, but I'll be keeping this on today. It's going to piss everyone off.
I mean, I still get texts now. This is 14 years on since Birmingham beat Arsenal in a final.
Yeah.
And mates that I haven't heard from at school, I'll just every now and then get a unlucky or Obafemi Martins.
Well, I went to Wembley recently to watch Birmingham in the what cup was it?
Yeah, the Papa John's.
Premier League fans would call it the Mickey Mouse Cup, I'm sure, but it was the League Cup. So I went to Wembley and I wore the tie that Alex McLeish gave me. I thought, this is going to be good luck.
Yeah.
So I went down in a suit and all that because it was slightly corporate, but everyone was just asking me where the toilets were all day because I looked so smart. But I wore the tie, and of course we went 2-0 down at half time. So when I seen Alex at the bar, I said, I'm going to chuck this in the bin, you can have it back. But no, I've still got it, and that's really lovely of you, thank you. Very thoughtful.
Moving on to drums, also background noise. I think, is it Rag and Bone Man's having a sound check at the
Rag
moment?
and Bone Man's on now, and also the lottery winners are on. So if anyone's coming tonight, you've got Mr. Robbie Williams, of course. You've got Lulu, 5.
Yeah.
Rag and Bone Man, lottery winners, and Scott Mills, DJing.
Insane.
What a day. It's like a festival.
Bang for your buck.
I tell you what, it really is.
Yeah, so background noise,
And this
apologies.
is only happening here.
It's going to be that.
There's other artists tomorrow, and there's different guests all over the place, which I won't say now because that'll give the game away.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. I wanted to move on to you as a drummer because for me growing up, you were always a big name in drums, and I used to get Rhythm Drum magazine a lot as a kid.
Okay.
And I used to love it because you would see the drummers that have been like wrote about in it, and it would always say like California or Nashville next to their names, and then seeing your name and then in brackets Birmingham, being from there and seeing that as a kid without being cheesy, it would just give you hope of like, wait, you can be from Birmingham and play these gigs and live this life. But I wanted to go back to how you started playing drums because I don't know how you got into drums or what age you were.
Birmingham's got great history with musicians, bands, drummers in particular. So there's a great lot of drummers I know that have made it as pro drummers. And there's a good standard. So when I was a young kid, going way back, when I was born, my dad was signed to a band called, he was signed with a band called Reno to MCA. So I was born into music. There's guitars, he was a melody man, and I quickly started tapping things and breaking things with his Unidyne mics. Bought me a toy kit. So from a very early age, my ears are my biggest gift because I can hear stuff and pick it up quick. So I was playing early and I was learning fast. So I had a little drum kit, vinyl records, just drumming away to Bread and anything I could get my hands on in the house. Bread was the first thing out the traps. It was a freedom. And I used to set the kit up. I've got some cassette tapes of me playing. It's bloody awful, but it was good. It was good for 5. So when I was 5, I had a Ludwig Classic. I moved on quick and bought it so cheap. It was like 70 quid.
What?
My dad bought it from Green Lane Music Store, and we didn't realise what it was worth because we sold it again for 60.
Because it's Birmingham. I was like, someone's nicked this and just been like,
it had no bottom head, so it had 12, 13, 16, 20, I think it was. Beautiful Ludwig Classic in matte black. So I used to set up that and just play to records, and then eventually he built me a little studio in the house. When I say studio, it was like a partitioned area within the garage. Bless him, so he couldn't get the car in, his Beetle wouldn't fit in anymore. But I went in there 2 hours every night after school, picked a couple of albums, Journey, Raised on Radio, one album. Who was the drummer on that? You're going to have to find that out for me. Yeah. Mega playing. Girl Can't Help It, I think was it. Anyway, great album. I used to play to that. I used to play to It Bites, Lionel Richie. I'd play to anything, but I used to love playing to a whole album. Yeah. I highly recommend it now because I love playing ballads. What you put where and what you don't put is all part of drumming and the craft. And playing to a whole album kind of was an education for me as a musical director with a flow of a record, flow of a show. It's the same thing, and I think there's a journey, and I really think the world's missing out now that you can just buy one song or you can skip through stuff because now people, making an album playlist doesn't actually matter too much because unless you're a die-hard fan, that people just don't listen to a whole thing. Patience is gone in it.
Yeah, big time.
So I used to play to all these records, and I'd have albums that played to death. I mean, Level 42 is a big one. I used to absolutely... Phil Gould's early playing and stuff. It was just anything that was inspirational, and I'm all into tasteful playing, and I love drummers that put stuff and make you think, and also sounds like they've listened to the song and sound like they've really thought about what they're doing. Jeff Porcaro is the man, my hero, and he was the master at that. Feel for days and just drum fills that make you melt. On Every Street, 1992, that was made. Another great album, Dire Straits.
Oh mate.
He's playing on that. I just got goosebumps thinking about it. Just the placement. And Man Who Catches on that, and Karl Brazil, I think it's just one hell of a record. So that was a favourite track called, for drummers, if you want to drum along to something, just keep it steady. It's called Heavy Fuel. Boof, baff, boof, baff. It's just great.
Even that was great. You're beatboxing. So at a very early age, even when you're playing in your studio, we'll call it a studio.
Yeah.
You become aware of like drumming for songs and the placement of things, I think, or was that a later thing that you look back on?
My dad always loved drummers. So my dad loved Jeff Porcaro. He brought me into that. We used to play on the way back from his gigs. I'd be in the back seat, falling asleep, and for some reason, when you listen to music when you're tired or you're in your sleep, it seems to go in.
Yeah, it just soaks in.
Printed in. So Richie Hayward, Little Feat was my dad loved him. Jeff Porcaro, Levon Helm, even Don Henley's probably not a drummer's drummer, but a bloody great song drummer, and he's got the best voice in the world. So when you're singing and playing, you put stuff where it should be.
Yeah.
You don't play over vocals or lyrics when someone's trying to hear a beautiful word. You can just say, So Dad was into good song drummers and good field drummers. So. That's where that came from, and I guess that's where my taste came from, because my dad, as a musical, as a player, guitarist, he's not with us anymore, sadly, but his feel and taste was, I think, what he passed on to me, and I'm very grateful for that. But that's just what I look for. That's what I enjoy. I don't listen to records for the drums. I listen to records for the songs and the music. So, someone said to me tonight, "What's your favourite song to play?" You'd be quite surprised because it's probably strong. And it's just a good song. I love the progressions. Really beautifully written song. So strong and something beautiful, which are kind of mid-tempo, almost ballady. But the song's good. So if the song's good, you just want to play it. That's my take anyway.
And so beyond playing records at your kit, when did you start to look at, I'm going to do this for a career? And
oh, God. I used to drive my dad mad because I went to Sheldon Heath Comprehensive School, which sounded very posh. It wasn't.
It's Birmingham, isn't it? So.
But I went to that school because I went to Mapledene Infant School and I played the snare and cymbal in assembly with my piano teacher, Mrs. Lloyd. I hope I've got that right. Anyway, so I used to go into school early and I had a kit under the stairs at the school with a trolley, and my mates used to take it in turns to come in and wheel the drums and set it up like beer tech. It was hilarious. So it's the fantasy started then, and then I went to Sheldon Heath because they had a really good school band, and it meant at Christmas time you wouldn't be at school, you'd be just playing at Asda or playing at the town hall.
Yeah.
And the band was big wind band, brass band, but we did like the A-Team, the Power of Love, Huey Lewis. We did contemporary music, but with a brass band, and the drummers. When I seen this band knocking about, the standard of drawing at the school was heavy, really heavy, and there was a lot of gospel influences. There was about 5 or 6 drummers that wanted the chair.
Yeah.
So the competition was high, and that's kind of what I needed, and I think that's what you all need in any field. So we learnt off each other, and thankfully I got the drum chair eventually, and that's the only reason I went to that school, because I didn't do anything else that good at that school, if I'm honest. I've got great friends and nice memories, but the drumming was the thing for me, because every weekend or school holiday, I'll be on the road with my dad's country music band.
Yeah.
Country music, we'll come back to that, but that's what's taught me a lot. Any drummer that wants to be a good studio player, just listen to country for phrasing, arrangements. That's very satisfying stuff to play. So I was on the road with my dad's band. As soon as I was able to go on school holidays, I'd be setting up drums and he'd get me up to do 2 songs every night. And then one particular time at Pontins in Breen, his drummer went missing. I think he'd been on the Raz.
You tied him up and put him in that cupboard with the kit.
Yeah, with a pair of knickers. And he went missing. So the next morning, my Uncle Tommy, again, who was inspirational to me, a great bass player. So he said, "Look, son, you're gonna have to play the kit today. We've got a lunchtime gig at 12 o'clock and there's a room full of people and we can't find the drummer." And luckily I knew the show, but I was 12. And in my head I thought I was a lot better than I was.
Yeah.
So I did the gig, nailed it, and I'm at second song and I was like, it's me, Uncle Tommy turned around and he went, whoa, just slow down, will you? Crushed me in the second song. I was like, oh. Anyway, it was an invaluable experience. I did the gig and I think it was my dad's guitar player. I said, "You know, Pete, that was great." He said, "It felt like a real drummer up there at some times." I was like, "Real drummer? I thought I did great." But when I was 12, those sort of situations, experiences are invaluable. And I had a massive free education on the road with my dad's band every week. And I was hanging around with adults and I was watching he had always had good drummers. I mean, Uncle Tom was a good bass player. So there was no getting away from it. It was just fortunate for me, I loved it as well. So it's like I was at music college from an early age. But funny thing is, I still couldn't sit down and if you give me a load of sheet music, I couldn't look at it now and just play it. It goes here too fast. My ears are quicker than my eyes. And I don't like reading sheet music. I don't like reading books.
Yeah.
I'm only joking. I don't mind. But yeah, the sheet music thing was always... I can do my own cheat sheets, but I just prefer to listen, to be honest.
It's such a unique experience.
I feel very lucky. I've been given some things that passed down through the Brazil family. I'm very grateful for. There's a lot of musos in the family. Everyone plays something, but there's definitely a natural ability for tempo and feel throughout the family. I'm very grateful because it's hard to train yourself. If someone, we've seen people on a dance floor and you think, Jesus, what are you listening to? Footwork's all over the shop.
See me dancing, haven't you?
But that's not natural. You can't go. It's just a thing. So if you can tap your foot in time, that's a gift. If it goes further from that, then you're lucky,
Should we move on to The Big Fish? What we're here tonight for, the band you're playing with, Robbie Williams. How did you get the gig with Robbie?
Well, I was in Los Angeles, Clang, playing with James Blunt at the House of Blues.
Mental.
James Blunt gig has been 20 years I've been with James. He's a dear friend, and I've experienced a lot in life with him, you know, more than half my, nearly more than half my life with him. And I'm so grateful for being part of the experience from the ground upwards with him, because it became a huge success and I was on the whole roller coaster. So
that's mad, because it was 20 years, wasn't it, since
the
Back to Bedlam album.
And I'm so grateful I got to do the Back to Bedlam tour with him, because it was kind of bookend to everything we've ever done. It was quite emotional, actually. And I genuinely love the guy. I think he's an amazing person.
He's so funny.
He's talented, he's witty, he's solid. He's a great guy. So I've been in his band for 20 years, and we were playing the House of Blues. It's got to be 16, 17 years ago. Big buzz in America, and Mr. Williams turned up to watch the show. I remember him coming back, saying hello, and then because we did the second album in LA, actually the first story I should tell you because it's hilarious. We were on tour across the US doing arenas with Star Sailor as well. They were opening for James, and they were great fun. So we put a football team together to play Robbie's team in LA. Jesus, what a shambles, because Star Sailor won't mind me saying, but they were supporting, so they took off and went to the pub. So I got a call the next morning off the bass player saying, "You're a bit worse for wear, to be honest with you." And I went, "Oh, you're joking?" I said, "I've been planning this game for weeks."
Yeah, I've got tactics.
And they're decent players. Yeah. Thanks, Stel. So I had to I had to pull the backroom staff, some of the crew, my drum tech, who's got 2 left feet, and go up the top of Moorholland in the blazing hot sun. Managed to get Star Sailor up there, but they were throwing up on the pitch, and it didn't last long. So
that's how I play.
James played, bless him, and it was better than most. The bass player Malcolm Moore, good pal of mine, he cracked a rib training for the game in Philadelphia on a pebble. And Ben Castle broke his toe. Sorry, Ben. The reason I'm laughing is because Ben had to be wheeled to the stage on a flight case every night because he broke his toe. So I lost my goalkeeper, and I say mine, but I was kind of steering the ship.
Yeah, you've got the captain's armband on.
Yeah, and I lost my goalkeeper, Malcolm van der Sar, and I lost Ben Castle, who was decent. So I was left with the drabs, and Star Sailor cried off for the hangover. I was like, "This is the shit's hit the fan here." So we got walloped, double figures, like I think it was 40-something. It was ridiculous. So that was the big joke, and I said, "Well, I've lost half my team." Anyway, so it's a long way around. I got on well with Rob, and so did Beard. We all did. And when we went back to LA to do All the Lost Souls, James's second album, being the drummer, Tom Rothart just said, "Look, you're done." I think he just thought, well, we don't want you sitting around doing, hanging about. I'd done my bit in a week at, what was the studio? I wish I could remember the name. Something Coast. That's terrible. I should be able to remember that. It wasn't East West. It was, I'm so sorry, something Coast Studios. You'll have to look it up. Anyway, did the album. So I had spare time, and I knew, being a football freak, that Robbie he'd got games going on up at the house. So I just said, "Look, if I can come up and play, I'd love to." So I was up there playing football probably 3-4 nights a week. And then out of the blue, when I got back, Chris Sharrett joined Oasis, and I got an email off Rob just saying, if you're about, I'm about to do some promo for my album. Reality killed the video star. Right. So I thought, well, I hope this comes through. Sure enough, his management got in touch. Rob's a very genuine guy, and if he says something's going to happen, it does. He's very reliable. So got the call, got the email, and there I was down at Music Bank with Neil Taylor, Gary Nuttall, Gerry Meehan, Paul Beard to start the Rob campaign, which was a dream come true. Because I think as a drummer, when I was young, you get gigs, and some gigs have only got certain longevity. And, so especially around the time of Pop Idol and Fame Academy and all that stuff. People are only big in the UK, tour the UK for 4 weeks, and then it's done. So we're all looking for another gig, and I think that was when I was young, I was saying to me, how am I going to get a gig? How do I get out there? Because there was no social media, and it was down to adverts in papers or the wall in John Henry's, That's what it was. But I was in Birmingham, so you get your breaks, you get your opportunities. But I was very fortunate with James and Rob to to play for two people that are seriously good at what they do and have got longevity in the business and keep on doing it, you know. So that's how that gig came about. And when it came round, I was over the moon. It's like, you know, just felt very fortunate enough, because you have to cut the mustard, you have to be good at what you do, but the stars have to align and an opportunity has to arise, and then I think it's what you do with it. But
it's beautiful that at the heart of it is playing games of football.
Yeah, football and music, that's my life. That's my
You must
world.
be like...
Yeah, I could
You
melt.
all right?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Get him a
It's
medic?
just-
Speaking of playing with Robbie, he's just released a new single, Rocket, with another Birmingham royalty legend, Tony Iommi, on it. What can you walk us through it? Can you try to shed some light to
firstly,
two sweet boys?
firstly to have this track's been in the making for 2 years. And I did it with Tom Longworth who's in King Herd with me. Honestly, life's been very generous of late, and having a track out that's the opening song on the tour, it's a bit of a dream, because just being a drummer and doing what I do is great, but this is like a massive bonus. Wrote Rocket with Rob and Tom, and then rang Tony, who I've known and met. I met Tony. Funny that I haven't met him. It was quite a recent thing through COVID, actually. Bumped into him when we were both down at our lockups looking at guitars and having a clean up and drums. I think he popped his head around the cage and maybe got enough drums in there. And I said, you can talk. Anyway, we had a laugh. And then I bumped into him again down south in Dorset. And then a good friend of mine, Mike Exeter, producer, rang me up and said, look, do you want to come and do some drums on Tony's stuff? So been doing that. I've done quite a bit, actually. It's great. It's such a workout, and you know, it's a great thing about drumming. If you can turn your hands to other styles and you can pull it off, it's good. And I'm a rocker at heart. You don't always choose what you get to play, but I love rock stuff. So Rocket is a good example of that. So
big time.
Rang Tony, said, do you want to contribute to the track? So we got involved, put some great riffs in and played an amazing solo. And then I rang him up and said, will you do the video? And so we got him in Digbeth, Birmingham.
Oh, Digbeth as well.
Yeah.
It's nice now. It never
Is that
used
what that venue is that I was going on about?
Yeah, Digbeth is really nice now, but it wasn't
cool.
at the time.
Yeah, so the mad thing I was waiting under the arches, but very dodgy actually.
Yeah.
And then Rob's car pulled up, Tony's car pulled. They both just got out, and I was like, "Is this a dream? This is mental." So they both got out,
Mental.
rocked out together against a wall with graffiti, and had a little bromance, and then off they went. I went, "What just happened there?"
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to go home and get into bed and go, "Well, that was normal." But I'm really grateful to Tony. Thanks, Tony, because you give it such poke, and it's a great collaboration that the world didn't expect, and it's gone down a storm. It's just entered the UK charts this week.
It belongs there.
And we didn't expect that either, because it wasn't like an official single. It was like an tour announcement and video. So, yeah, me and Rob, Tom and Tony had just been so chuffed. I actually put it on my socials and said I'm starting a new band. Someone said we should call it Glam Sabbath, Dad Sabbath.
Yeah. Can I be the drum tech
But
for
yeah,
this?
honestly, this week's been mind blowing, because that was just something else. Yeah. And that's the opening track on the Britpop album that's going to drop in October, which I've been very fortunate enough to be quite involved with. I've done some great stuff with Gaz Coombs, Supergrass. And the album's full of surprise collaborations, but it's the album Rob always wanted to make. It's gnarly, collars up, and bit left, bit wonk. It's good. I think you're gonna love it.
I love the track, man. I was blasting it in the car on the way here.
It's great. Isn't it?
I wanted to just drive straight to Berlin and go
just
to
wanted
a bar.
to drive through a wall.
Yeah, through a wall, into a bar, beer, cigarette.
Yeah, it does what it's supposed to, and that's why it opens the show. But let me tell you, after that, and let me entertain you, Rock DJ. They're early in the show. There's no way you can't get a sweat on. I only got to look at a squash ball and I'll start sweating.
Can I quickly ask you about playing a show of this size for an artist like Robbie? How do you prepare for it? Are you nervous every time you do it?
Do a podcast.
Yeah.
Take your mind off everything.
Hang out with us.
I think we're going to give you a massage after this as well.
I'm going to have a massage.
Okay,
actually.
yeah.
No, I'm not joking.
Booking with you, is it?
Yeah.
It's a good question, because I woke up this morning and I just put Life Through a Lens on. Classic album, Lazy Days, Life Through a Lens. Great album. Great drumming as well from Sharrock on that record. There's a few drummers on it, but it's a really good record. So I put it on and got ready. And I was like, yeah, I'm playing at the Emirates tonight, okay. But you can't not enjoy it. But what the important thing is to preserve your energy. Because you can come in, it's hard to control the system, the nervous energy and the adrenaline. I don't get nervous before I go on. All I get nervous about is technology. Because everything is very much about clicks. I've got 2 buttons. One speaks to the band, one speaks to Rob. But my attention span and concentration levels have to be high. You just got to keep an eye and listen and watch and make sure. Drumming becomes a secondary thing, but luckily I've done it long enough that I can drum and also use all those other senses. So today is about just the pace. So you have to eat at the right time. I put this in with you guys today because I thought it'd be a lovely thing to do, and my energy's high and there's lots to talk about, good timing with Rocket, etc. And we have a build-up which I've been responsible for really because I think it's important for the band and the artist to be all in the same mindset. Yeah. So it feels like a cup final.
Oh, that's how I treated today. I was ready to put shin pads on, hadn't I?
Well, we can if you want. So I treat it as a cup day. So you arrive, we all arrive in these tracksuit tops.
I love the tracksuit
They're so good.
They're cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Where can we buy one?
I'll see what we got at the back.
Ridiculous.
So today you get here, just arriving, I was in the stadium and I went, Christ, and the sun's shining, there's people queuing. So you have to enjoy the whole day, but what's really important is a bit of downtime. So I will go and have a little lie down at some point. Then you've got the guests, you see, and then by the time you go on stage, if you're not careful, you can be overcooked by doing too much, because we've got a rehearsal room out the back. We'll be doing some content out there and rehearsing stuff for other shows.
Did I see the little electric kit out there on the way in?
We've got the band lounge. Then, families and everyone turns up and you have to make sure. So I won't see my guests till after the show, till my job's done.
Good advice.
And there's just a lot going on. So it's about managing your day and making sure that it's a slow build to the gig. Hydration's big, so I have these electrolyte little pills, tablets that go in the water. Because you can drink too much water if you're not careful. And the worst is dying for a piss when you get to kids. It's a nightmare.
Just Robbie finish Angels quick.
Oh, Christ. So, and there's nowhere to go. And if you go to a Portaloo back there, you can hear everyone go, yeah. It's the most anxiety. Most anxious piss you'll ever have in your life. So I'm not doing that again.
All that setup, the pacing yourself, was that through doing it so many times you learnt to pace yourself? Yeah,
I think so. And I have a vocal warm-up with Rob and the band. Then we have a little disco, which has been online. So we might play Dancing on the Ceiling or something that Rob likes. Everyone has a boogie, the dancers, the whole band. Tonight we'll have 5 in there and we'll do Keep On Moving as the vocal warm-up. Then we do a huddle and then we walk to the stage. And the walk to the stage is where the adrenaline kicks and you hear the crowd. And then when you go on stage, it's about, I don't know, how do I approach it? I just look, deep breath, and be calm. Don't hit too hard. Don't try and do anything you don't normally do. And once you get 3-4 songs in, you're coasted. But entertain is such a play. But I don't get nervous about my ability or playing. I guess my duties have changed, my responsibilities. I want Rob to have a great show. So I'm monitoring him and making sure in between songs is fast, not too much hanging about. And there's a lot of freelance stuff that he'll do. Sometimes he chucks invisible chewing gum in the air and hits it with a golf club. So you just got to be on the ball. But I love it. I love having to be on guard for stuff. Alert.
That's a good bit of advice to try and get someone's headspace in the right place.
That's my job, as Roy Keane would say. It's his job.
Yeah, captain, leader, legend, aren't you?
It's his job. So it's my job to make sure the band are happy as well, and there's a good vibe. You don't want anyone we're like a family. Everyone's smiling. Everyone knows they've got the best job in the world, and you can see any one of us would go for dinner. We went for dinner together the other night. It's such a good gang of people. Yeah, it's football team.
I love this so much.
It's a good comparison.
The huddle, saying you do a huddle beforehand, just like you're all taking penalties.
We do.
Ages ago, we were having a call.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I've just done his solo
You just
record.
left Tony Iommi for his.
I've just done his solo album.
What do we do about that?
It's
Do we talk about that?
yeah.
I'd be panicking, so I'd be like, "Am I Bill Ward now?" Like,
No, I couldn't do that.
There's stress out there that you've got to manage. What is the?
Oh, that's another stress.
What's it like when you're in a studio?
Playing heavy metal. Well, Tony came in for the session, and I love that. He's invested and he sat there. He said, "Right, bloody wind up," because I put everything into this track, and it didn't have vocals on it, and it had funny time signatures. So I took that kit actually, the full rig, and played it, and I was like, it took me a while to I wanted to know what he wanted and the approach, and he likes flamboyant more than I would probably normally play. So he said, fill your boots, get stuck in, get round the kit, and I said, all right, and I felt like I'd done a solo, but. I walked in and I said, how was that? And in my mind, I thought, I think I've done really good there. And I walked in, he went, yeah. He said, we're not going to put that one on the album. He was only joking.
got me as well.
He's so dry and so funny. I got the gist of it in the end, but he had me in stitches. But a Birmingham royalty playing on Tony's record, another dream come true, and I'm really grateful for Mike Exeter and Tony getting me in because it's worked, and we've just done the second batch of stuff, and it's bloody great stuff.
Yeah,
it's really great. He's got such a style, and his playing's mega. Yeah, so it's another pinch yourself moment. Or everything I do, I feel very lucky to do, and it's very satisfying when you've done it and it's worked out. It's great. Yeah. So we're going back in to do some more, I believe.
I cannot wait to check this out. I mean, talking about your rig that's out there, I was going to quickly go into sort of Gretsch drums.
Yeah.
How was that being part of Gretsch drums? And
amazing. It feels like family. I've been with them so long. I went over there years ago to the factory in Georgia with Stanton Moore and Sidney Blackman, and we did some videos.
What was that like?
And they made the kit at the factory, and I played it there in the factory. Hilarious thing about that was it was early in the morning, I was jet lagged, and the factory's got no air conditioning because it's really old. So we all had suits on. So I was first, I told you what I'm like with sweating. It's just happens quick. I might as well wear this. And so they were having a suit and just absolutely soaked. And I got to be honest, I did that Gretsch thing, and because I was so hot and tired, I walked away. I was like, I don't really like what I've played there, but I just didn't have time to think about it. Bass drums didn't have any dampening in, which would suit Keith Carlock.
Yeah,
Keith's great, by the way. Love you, Keith. But not me. So all the things were I just didn't feel that settled. But the video came out really well, and that kit is now what they call a B-rig kit. Drummers, some people are going to hate me for this, but I have to have 2 rigs identical for this tour, because if we're somewhere like Australia and the kit's not getting back in time, there's another show happening, or they've got to get piggyback the rigs, you have to have an identical setup for somewhere else. So that kit is Nitron Black Brooklyn in 10, 13, 16, 18, 22, 24.
Yeah, the double kit.
13, 14 snares. And that one is a USA custom in black sparkle with pink sparkle inlays on the kicks, and a matching pink snare in the same. Oh, no, do you know what I've done? This is controversial. I've gone 10, 13, 16, 16. Oof. Identical. Now, the reason I've done it is because I struggle with 18s. I just get it, they're so low and so flappy. Yeah. I just don't get anything. It's just not very satisfying. But the 2 16s is really worked.
Matched like tuning wise?
No, one.
You take one just a little lower,
just as low as you can get it. And it sounds great. Wait till you hear the rig in the PA. I have to give our sound man, who I headhunted for this gig, Joe Harlin, is our front of house guy. Best drum sound live you'll hear.
I can't
shout
wait.
Out Joe.
Yeah, shout out Joe. Can't wait
Harlin,
to hear that.
He's the nuts, that guy.
And then cymbals as well, Zildjian.
Yeah, it was a big move. I had to move from Zildjian after being with Sabian for 25 years or something. It was heartbreaking. I felt like I was splitting up with my girlfriend or something. Not that I've got a girlfriend, I've got a wife. It was a really hard thing to do, because you fall in love with the products, but you also have people that you've got relationships with over the years. So Christian at Sabian, I had to say goodbye to, and that was the hardest thing. Most of the people have moved on, but if I'm honest, and I can be honest, I fell out of love with the Sabian logo. that
Yeah.
it changed to. I thought, I just don't know what that was. Sorry, whoever come up with it, but it was
We've said this, I think,
Bad
20
move.
times on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what that
It,
logo is.
it just looked like it was like a range in the metal area.
Yeah.
So it just didn't suit. And that Sabian brand's been there for years. So that was one of the things. There was a few other inside infrastructure problems that I just thought, okay, because I love the Artisan range, really suited me. But I wanted to play Zildjian, and I played Zildjian when I was 17 when I got my first arena tour with Bitty McLean. And then that deal went away because we were talking about longevity. I just didn't have another gig for a while. So I lost the deal. And then I bumped into Zildjian again somewhere, and it just felt like the right time after COVID and everything to just go, okay, well, let's have it was just a pain trying to sort everything out because there's just stuff everywhere over the years that you accumulate. So
It's like a football transfer, the way you explain that.
Yeah. So I've been getting used to the Zildjian range and what's available to me and trying stuff out. So now I'm using the K paper thin crashes, which are mega. K custom medium ride, K splash, Oriental China, K sweet crash is my favourite. I've got that on the left.
Yeah, I tried to have a look at your kit. We're in a box at the Emirates, which is already mental. And then I was trying to look at where I'm normally sat in the clock end.
In a bit, I'll take you down so you can have a look.
Oh my!
We can have a little
Fuck
look.
me.
I've got to go and record the man. So sit tight, and I'll be back as soon as I can. And if you want to get a drink and catering or whatever, have you got passes?
We've got
we've just
some stickers on our legs.
Yeah, so you can get to catering.
Okay, cool.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take a short break and
Short break.
see you later.
We had a quick break to meet Robbie Williams, which was
Yeah.
hard not to tell him that my mum fancies him, but
He's a very beautiful man, isn't he? I mean, so are you, actually.
He's a great guy. I tell you, the thing, me and Rob really get on for a few reasons. Of course, football, sense of humour. We both seem to like the same style of music, and not genres, the sense you get from music. So we like similar things that music would do to you. So we like a lot of the 80s stuff, 90s bangers. So we could be listening to house, we could be listening to the Foo Fighters. We just like music fans. But we both have in common, we both used to go to Great Yarmouth a lot as kids. Because his dad was a big singer, Pete, in the holiday camps, Haven holiday camps, I think it was. And my parents used to take me down to Yarmouth because the pier and the entertainment was good. I mean, I've seen all of them down there. Norman Wisdom.
You see Norman Wisdom live?
Live, yeah.
That's insane.
Honestly.
That's a rarity now, I reckon.
Yeah, it was special. And me and Rob love so many old sort of, what would you call them? I guess comedians, duos. Cannon and Ball were favourites of mine and Rob's. And Tommy Cannon is coming to the gig in Manchester. I'm more starstruck meeting Tommy Cannon than I would be meeting anyone, really. But yeah, so we grew up, we had similarities. And then, of course, being a musical director, I've become friends with Rob, just like you would with anyone that you work for a while. But we know when to go into business mode, and I'm a musical director, and then when we're not, we hang out, we're good pals, and we watch football and have a laugh, wind each other up, do exercise. So it's a very healthy setup, camp, band, everyone's relationships are fantastic. In fact, these are really good times in Rob World. They're pretty special.
I mean, going from that, did you want to speak about the new album?
Yeah, so Britpop is dropping in October, and there'll be some promo and exciting stuff announced to go along with that, performances and whatnot. But the album's very special to me. I was very involved with Rob's Christmas album. I played on it, and I wrote 7 tracks on that with him. And I'm really proud of that record. I've done a fair few bits with Rob over the years now, just by default. By being together, you end up creating, and that's a whole other world, creating and writing in a room. So me and Owen Parker, who's keys man, and Ben Castle over the years have been fortunate enough to write tunes. So the new album, Rob decided he wanted to go collars up and back to the nostalgic sound of his early record, Live Through a Lens. Like Lazy Days is such a tune. Really great tune. Guitars. So guitars are back, so hence All Before I Die is back in the show. Monsoon, Let Me Entertain You. It's pretty raucous Britpop start to the gig, with Rocket, of course. So the album, it's called Britpop because it starts Brit and it ends up through a journey, comes out the back end sounding like a pop record.
Genius.
So it's very cool, very clever. The collaborations on it, there's all sorts from Gaz Coombs to Tony Iommi, a bit like the show. So it starts guitar heavy and it goes into another world with features from When's this coming out?
Whenever you want.
Whenever you want, you'll hear it.
You're in the driving seat.
Okay. Well, I think we put it out before the record comes out, and I'll just keep people guessing. So there's some surprise collaborations on it that are very impressive, cool, and surprising. So I'm really proud of the record. I think Rob thinks it's one of the best he's ever made, and I think his fans are going to love it. And I think there's something in it for everybody. But I'm really proud of it. Martin Serefi, good pal of mine, who I've done a lot of records with, Jason Mraz, James Blunt stuff, and he's done mega stuff, from anything from Ron Sexsmith to the Backstreet Boys. He's a mega music man, Martin. He's coming tonight, actually. I think he's coming tonight. So Martin's producer, along with a few other people, me, Tom, Owen, all the band have all been involved playing on it, and it's really is a joint effort and a great record full of surprises and great collaborations. So yeah. Britpop out. I think it's out 15th of October. That could change, but October you'll see it anyway.
Get out there and buy it.
And then going from Robbie Williams to then your band as well, King Herd.
Well, King Herd, that was a creation through COVID, really.
Right.
So I was sat at home and I was like, it's a good time to put a band together. So I've been in bands over the years. When I was at Walsall College, I was in a band called Spoo, one of the best rock singers I've ever worked with, called Dave Taylor. Dave Taylor's mega. He's like Chris Cornell of the Midlands for me. He's unbelievable.
What a nickname.
Yeah, he's mega. So Dave's actually been writing with us as well for this record. And so we put the band together. I put a super group together of lads that hadn't really met. Tom and Dave, Tom Longworth hadn't met, but we started writing melodies and ideas over WhatsApp. Got together in a crap rehearsal room. Went looking for a bass player, so I brought Ray Loverock in. Great name, innit? It's his real name.
Is it?
Yeah. Ray's serious. He's mega talent. Ray was singer and signed to Geffen early on in his career, but I was in a band called Head with Ray. So I've been in bands with all of these lads, and I just put it together, and we put a really good record together. We've been A-listed on Planet Rock with five tracks, I think so, or maybe 6. Got a lot of love in rock world, but of course now the world's up and running again. We can't tour because we're just all busy and doing stuff, which is a shame. So we've become a bit of an album band. We supported Reef and Feeder and done a few nice things, Glenn Hughes, but we haven't been able to put the time in. So to go to an agent and say, hey, do you want to promote this band? By the way, we're not available for 9 months of the year. That's been difficult. So I think we will continue to write stuff, but it's been a great exercise, and I've totally loved what we've come out with. In some people's words, if we'd have been around 25 years ago, we might have actually done something with it, but it's just... I'm just proud of what we've done and created. Yeah. And as I said earlier, I love playing rock, and I'm so fortunate enough when I auditioned for Feeder a good while ago, even though I'm not playing live with the lads, I still do the records. I've been sharing the records now with Jeff Holroyd, who's the live drummer and a great friend of mine, lovely player. So yeah, I've done the last 6 or 7 albums with Feeder, and again, I feel so lucky to play that stuff because it's great. Their records are seriously good records. They've got a great following. But Grant's a serious writer, really, and I've done it. I did his solo project as well, but I miss playing live with those lads. But you know, you can't do it all. Yeah. So I was really glad when they found Jeff, when Jeff got involved, because he was perfect, and he's got better hair than me, the bastard.
Carl, do you want to play a game?
Yeah, I like a game. Why not?
It'll be quick.
What is it?
It'll be painless, I think. The game is called From Brummie to Brazil. Have you ever wanted to speak to the people of Birmingham, UK? Well, now you can with our brand new language course, Brummie to Brazil. With Birmingham legend and local Karl Brazil. Learn phrases like mucker.
Mucker? That's not Birmingham slang.
Giz it here.
Yeah, I suppose I've said giz it here. Yeah, I love that. That's a Brum thing, yeah.
Boston.
Noddy, go Boston. It's Boston, it's great.
And round the wrecking.
Round the Wrekin.
Yeah, round the Wrekin.
Wrekin?
Yeah, that's like taking the piss.
Brummie to Brazil. Available now.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I've got, because I'm not from Birmingham, I don't speak the lingo, I've got some, I think, local slang terms.
Well, I hope you got this mixed up with West Brom or Wolverhampton.
Yeah, there's going to be black
If you say Kippatai, that's the Black Country.
That may have happened. There was a lot of references in the article to Black Country, so some of them I left out because of that.
Just for a second, can I just ask you something before we do this?
Yeah.
Where are Slade from?
What?
Where's the band Slade from? Do you know Slade?
Yeah.
Where they're from?
Well,
Would you call them Brummies?
I would have said that. Yeah.
No, they're from Wolverhampton. Well, they're
You're going to throw me over there?
from the
Am I
Black
being
Country.
thrown out of this?
Where are Led Zeppelin from?
Bonham's from Redditch.
Yeah.
Bonham's from Redditch.
Where's Black Sabbath from?
That's
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
UB40.
Well, now I don't know. Birmingham?
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Yeah, he says it really
He
weird.
says Birmingham.
Yeah, he takes
I
the
don't even
G
know
out.
where that is. What about? So, I mean, this is my game now. this
Welcome
is
to
called.
Carl's
Do you know what
game.
you're talking about?
I feel like I'm being grilled.
What about
being interrogated?
Duran?
Birmingham?
Dodgy.
Birmingham.
AC/DC. So
Right, come
Brian
on.
Johnson, where's he from?
He's just Geordie.
Angus Young.
Australia.
Steve Young. He's got new guitarist. It's coming from Malcolm.
I'm going to say Australia.
Birmingham. he's blown this.
Yeah,
he's blown
right.
it. Okay,
I've
forget
never-
this game.
Yeah.
Shit.
Go on. Go on, Ben. You've got
What's
your
your
game.
game then? Brazil to Birmingham.
Do you know what the good thing about my game is? There's a prize.
I thought.
Can you eat sweets?
I think I've eaten this, Mike.
Stop eating the mic. Can you eat sweets?
And I thought I got me prize. I can eat sweets.
That's a
but
gift.
Bear in mind,
This is the prize.
That's nice,
Can't eat
but I
it?
do have to wear a zip-up astronaut suit for the gig.
What?
Yeah.
The whole gig?
Well,
And nothing but?
rocket. We've got a rocket that comes down out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
roof that Rob goes up in, and we have to wear astronaut.
Sorry, what?
suit.
What did
We've
you
got-
just say?
We've got a rocket that comes down out the roof
Right.
for the start of the show,
And
he goes up in the rocket and it goes back up, and then
Right.
it takes off with smoke and sparks.
Yeah.
And then he puts a thing on and basically bungee jumps off the top of it for the start of the show.
What?
He dives off head first, yeah. So if you're coming to see the show, I've just completely fucking blown it.
Well, this would be out in
this
before
will be, yeah,
October,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
So, no,
Yeah.
you know.
It's proper Robbie Williams
Yeah,
opening.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Insane.
Commitment or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You don't have to go up in a rocket, do you?
No, I mean,
Would you, if you were asked?
No, I don't think that'd be a good spectacle. To be fair, much better sat on a stool.
I just got some general slang from
Let's
up
just
north.
do it now. Come on.
You ready?
And we're against each other and we
You're
buzz
against
in.
each other. Buzz in, okay?
How'd you buzz in?
You say your second name.
Okay.
My surname's Morse, like Morse
Okay.
code. Brazil is such
All
a
right.
cooler surname.
Do you want to say Brazil as well?
Yeah, I'll say Brazil as
Okay,
well.
we're both saying Brazil.
Okay.
The first one is, and this is where it could all go wrong, because I know this and I'm from Essex.
right.
Mucker.
Brazil.
Oh,
Mucker. That's not Birmingham slang.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
What's it mean? It means a mate.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to forget the Birmingham thing.
No, it's all right.
I know it growing up.
The next one, I don't even know what it is. And I know if this isn't from your land, then who knows?
Okay.
It's tiptoe.
Brazil. I've dived in there. I don't know what it means.
This says ice lolly.
Oh, Tip Top is a nice lolly where I'm from.
Oh, tip top.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It says tip top. I've just read it wrong because of the pressure.
God, this game.
Fuck that one then. Third one.
All right.
Gives it ear.
Brazil. Yeah, I suppose I've said kiss it here. Yeah, I love that. That's a Brum thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
3-0, I'm getting battered.
Right. For the fourth one, I did not know. Boston.
Brazil means great. Yeah,
That is from the
I think-
land.
Well, I think you get Slade would say that. So Noddy would go Boston. It's Boston. It's great. Yeah. So Boston. So Dave Taylor is the singer with King Herd. He's from Cannock. They'd say Boston in Cannock.
Right. He liked this
You
game.
can have that one.
There's only one more.
All right.
Oh, I'm
Let's
enjoying this.
Play it for fun.
I'll give you some more anyway at the end.
I think you're in the driving seat here. I've been rumbled. The fourth one is Aki 123.
Aki 123 is a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a Birmingham thing, but
I've never heard of it.
we used to say it when we were kids, Aki 123. I don't know what Aki means, but
I had this when I went to uni with the word gambol. No one else
I
says
think they
it.
used to say, do you want a game of Aki 123? That was it's
Round the Wrecking?
Yeah, but Brazil.
Round the
yeah.
Wrekin.
Yeah, round the Wrekin.
Wreaking?
Yeah, that's like taking the piss.
yeah.
Well, the game's kind of fallen to bits, but,
No, but
to be honest,
congrats on winning,
You've
though.
opened up a
You've won.
good can of worms. Thank you.
you won't eat sweets.
I wanna
You look too healthy to eat sweets.
I love Haribo's, but this week in Switzerland, I've dined out on walking like mad and trying to just cut back. Like today, I've just had chicken and steak.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I'll have a Powerade and a bit of carbs before I go on a little pasta.
Anything in that
And a burger
in
and
terms
chips
of
after the
actual
gig.
advice for listeners, like to look after themselves if they're doing something like this?
Do you know what? I can't play football anymore. I'd love to. We used to play football on tour, but I had a pretty bad injury. I split my calf in half before the Australian tour on the heavy entertainment show. Bang. I had to play the kit the other way and get it drained and stuff because I'd flown. It was just a nightmare. So now, even though it's boring, getting on a cross trainer or walking for a good hour and a half a day, the gig's really good for keeping fit because being up there with a fast-paced set, breathing, not having very short time to recover is when you know you're fit. And I noticed if I'm doing drum clinics and I'm not touring, I'm not fit. When you finish a solo or you finish doing something, you've got to address a crowd, and it's like, so what was doing this? So you've got to be. I feel fit now. If I had to speak between songs, I'll be fine now. So must note to self, must go train hard before a drum clinic tour. But yeah, I think this tour makes you get fit, and being around this camp, we've got a good physio team actually, and everybody eats well. There's no excuse to be not in good shape, if you like, and it's definitely not a after party, loads of bevies and all. It's just not that. And to do this show, you have to be fit. I mean, when you see the start of the show, I'm marching out the front with 2 drums strapped to me. I've got a floor tom and a snare strapped to my shoulders. Well, it's just 2 big drums that I'm playing whilst I'm walking around. It weighs a ton. I've got the astronaut suits on and a space jacket, and then I've got this thing on me. So, you don't want to go up there with an hangover, and you certainly don't want to go up there after pasta and chips, do you? So you just have to be careful and just look after it. So I like that. It's a reason to be in good shape.
Quickly before we finish, final thing that we have is we have a drum social playlist, and we ask each guest to pick 3 songs, which is going to be impossible for you, I imagine. It can be anything that you're inspired by, songs that you've played on. It can be anything with this.
Be a bit egotistical to choose something I've played on.
You can do it.
Do it, man.
Kyoto Feeder.
All right, get in.
It's a fun tune. It's heavy, and I'm quite happy with the parts that I put down on it. I'm going to pick Rocket now as well.
Yes.
Yeah, big time.
It's just a great tune, and I'm really proud of it. As drums go, it's pretty no nonsense in it. Floor tom.
It's just got power to it, though.
It's a good factory song in it, or
And
driving
the bridge or mid-late, where you go a little half-time. It's fucking good, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great riff, that. 3 songs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with I'll Take Everything. I played on it, but I think it's a mega song, and it's James Blunt sent me a track for my birthday, FaceTimed me and played me the piano. So I came up with a beat for it, and I went to LA and recorded it, and it just stayed as it was, and it's a loop, but it's a loop that goes against the beat. Down, 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 fast, fast, boof, cast, cast. So I'm really proud of that, and it's a great tune, and I just like the way it was formed, but I think it's something I'm very pleased with, if you like. But outside of that, let's pick another 3 that I'm nothing to do with.
Go for it.
Go for it. You're in the driving seat.
Let's say Level 42, Kansas City Milkman. Do you know that? Great tune. Great drumming. Girl Can't Help It.
Cool.
It's old school. It's a great tune. Then I'm going to pick Firewoman by The Cult. Mickey Curry on drums. Mwah. What a song.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much. I like old country, and it's not necessarily about drumming. It's just if I'm packing a suitcase, I might just want to listen to something that's easy going. Because today packing, actually, I told you I listened to Life Through a Lens, and that was so exciting to just be listening to an iconic album on the day that you're about to play the Emirates, one of 2 shows. Oh. Jesus. I mean, as Rocket says, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Cut. That's it.
Hello, we rolling?
So,
you can have.
just wanted to introduce Gerry because
you can have the sweets, Gerry.
Gerry's been with Rob longer than I have, but Gerry's played with Brian Ferry and Omar and Martin Pello, loads of stuff over the years. But just because I think we haven't touched on it, but playing stadium gigs, having personality on stage, and energy. Gerry is half my body. He's a heavy player. You can tell by his bloody forearms. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. So me and Gerry really hit it hard in stadiums. It's full on. If we were boxers, I think we'd be heavyweights because we mean it. But playing with him, I can feel that he's digging into the strings, and he's a beast. He's like he's a wildebeest.
So just knowing you've got someone up there who's got your back.
Totally. And also, he's a massive personality. He gives it everything. His face will tell you what he's playing. But we... or
he'll just rub his belly.
I love him, and we're having a great time. Gerry actually wrote and produced most of Rob's albums. So, like I said earlier, everyone that's in Rob's band has had a part to play in a part of the journey.
Yeah.
You know, and you've been here for what, 15? No.
21.
21, yeah, sorry.
Since
I've been here
2005. No, 2020.
long time.
Very quickly, what's your favourite thing about playing with Karl?
Well, it's the same thing, really. We both, you know, what you said's right. We play with Carl's very, very locked in and groovy to the click, and he plays massive stadium-style drums. And I consider sort of myself to do that on bass. I think it's exactly as you said, Karl.
It's interesting that because if me and Gerry are playing together, like if I go around the kit and go a bit too bananas in a song in a stadium, it can get lost. But if you just go, doof, poof, poof, and give it space. So we pick moments when to do that stuff, and we generally talk about it because if everyone just does what they want, you have to pick your moments carefully. But Gerry's very tasteful on the gig, and you know people look forward to the moments coming up because we try and keep it the same. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've got it, and I suppose we got the time as well, the luxury of time and rehearsal to know where things feel good, but we change things up even though we've done it for years.
Yeah,
there's still space, isn't there, for some new approaches, but basically it's
Do you know what's important as well is you're on stage for 2 hours plus sound check, 2.5. Off stage is so important. We go for food together. We always go for a steam together, which is whether you like the thought of that or not. It's to you.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Yeah,
I do like the thought.
We have our rituals, and
they're in towels now.
In a minute, I'm going to go and beat him at FIFA. That's probably the worst side of our relationship. But we've genuinely, he's like a brother to me, and he's been there before me. So I lean on Gerry, and he's a good man.
That's lovely.
Oh, so nice.
Karl does a great job as MD as well, which is very. He probably hasn't spoke a lot about that because it's a drumming thing. But obviously, as a drummer, all that stuff's going on. Your kit, your tech, cymbals, stuff. There's so much more with drums than there is bass in a way because you got each drum, you got a pedal, you got the sticks, you got so much to do.
You've just reminded me actually, and thank you. I must shout out Ian Robertson, who's my tech on this. He was doing something else, so I used another guy as well, who I must shout out, Matt Davis.
Yeah, he's great.
Who was really, he was inspirational and new ideas and just getting a new kit. In fact, I haven't done the unboxing yet for Gretch. I will do it.
Adam Birch, Turbo.
Yeah, all the boys. But just to cap off, Gretch, Zildjian, Remo, Vic Firth, Roland, Porter and Davis, Protection Racket.
The big ones.
Boom.
Alice Vishal basses, Ashdown bass.
Ashdown.
4 strings over.
Haribo,
you big fat.
All right, lads, I think we're out. We better go and get in
fucking
show mode.
Yeah,
Nice.
thanks so much.
So I'll get you. You've got passes already.
We've got the little stickers.
What's it say?
Karl Brazil.
So it's Karl Brazil. So I think we belong to you now. Yes,
Backstage dressing room.
Okay,
working.
let me go and find out what you need. I'll come back to you in a
Are you
sec.
sure?
100%.
You don't have
Thanks
to do
so
that.
much. Thank you.
Can't come all this off.
Oh, yeah.